Hello and welcome. My name is Tony of the Underpaid Gamers. This week, we're going to be going over Avengers Infinity War and how Doctor Strange won the battle against Thanos. There's going to be major spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, go and watch it. What's wrong with you? Why haven't you seen it yet? Come back, tell me what you think. Let's get into it. So if you remember, Doctor Strange has a vision of the future while he's preparing the fight for Thanos. The spark notes of this version is that he's seen 14 million eventualities, and there's only one in which they win. Thanos eventually shows up, a fight ensues, and Doctor Strange gives up the Time Stone to save Tony Stark's life. Thanos eventually gets all the stones and kills half of the population of the universe. Cue end credits. My theory is based around the fact that the characters in this movie only have the knowledge that is presented to them in their respective movies. So what I mean by that is, these characters aren't aware that Ant-Man and the Wasp is releasing in July, or Captain Marvel in 2019, or that there is another Spider-Man movie in the works. What they see in the movies is what they know, and if they die in this movie, then they're dead. So when Doctor Strange says there's only one way to win, I believe it to mean that by giving up the Time Stone and allowing Thanos to complete the Infinity Gauntlet, he is completing the timeline with the least amount of casualties, which would be a win for everyone that survived. I think this is true because when Tony Stark is on the brink of death, Thanos says to him that he respects him as a warrior and that he will only kill half of life on Earth. I think all other 14 million other eventualities that Doctor Strange saw ended with the Avengers fighting their hardest and coming close to beating Thanos, but ended with Thanos destroying all of life on Earth and maybe other places in the universe. So by offering Thanos the Time Stone, Doctor Strange made the victory easier for Thanos, which in turn led to less casualties. Because Thanos has the Time Stone, he was able to get the Mind Stone from Vision instead of Scarlet Witch destroying it. I believe if Scarlet Witch did destroy it and he didn't have the Time Stone, Thanos could have been thrown into a rage-induced universe killing spree. Now, the counter to this argument is that when Doctor Strange peered into the future, he saw that Captain Marvel and Ant-Man and the Wasp would team up and, with the Amazing Avengers, would defeat Thanos. Essentially saying that Doctor Strange had this secret plan all along to give Thanos a false sense of accomplishment by wiping out half of life on Earth, but that Avengers would rally and come back and beat him in Avengers 4. What I don't like about this counter to my theory is that it assumes that Doctor Strange can see a future with the Time Stone past his own lifespan and that he can see into the future of other movies. I think this takes away from his character development in this film and from his sacrifice. Doctor Strange has the largest sacrifice in his movie. He sacrifices his own life as well as half of all life to eventually bring peace to the universe. To surmise, I think when Doctor Strange says that he knows the only way they can win, I believe this means that it only happens when Thanos actually gets what he wants and kills half the population of the universe. In order for this theory to be true, we have to look at this film and all other 18 films prior to this as if they are in a bottle, not affected by what we, the audience, already know of the future of the Phase 3 of the MCU. Obviously, we know that when we watch Avengers 4 in 2019, the Avengers will defeat Thanos and order will be restored to the universe, Shenron style. I think, in my theory, Doctor Strange would be surprised to see this happen. We know that there will be a Spider-Man sequel, Black Panther 2, Guardians 3, and Captain Marvel 2, and so on, but what I'm saying is that Doctor Strange doesn't know that these stories exist, so he sees the sacrifice as the only way to save the most amount of people, the only way to win. So that's how I think Doctor Strange wins the Infinity War. Comment below with what you think. Is my theory ludicrous? Do you believe in the commonly accepted theory that Doctor Strange has a secret plan all along? Tell me below. You can find us on Twitter at UPGamersPodcast. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more videos like this every week. I'll see you next time.